Good to pause, everyone! It's Cam here from the Remote Gang, and welcome to the 16 personalities test quiz thing, which is just basically a free personality test made by these people who want to get your personalities and stuff like that. I'm joking about that, obviously, but I had no other video games to play today. I had no other plans, really. It stopped raining outside, so I wanted to go out, but before I did, I wanted to do this video. I wanted to just see what type of personality I had officially, which I know that a website's not going to tell me what I officially have and what I am and all, but I figured, why not? Let's record something else for a change. Again, I usually do these type of things and then record something different, but yeah, be yourself, take less than 10 minutes, fast and easy, complete it all, try not to leave any neutral answers. Okay, I can't do any promises, but sure. You enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. I mean, PAX was fun and all, so yeah, I guess I enjoy that. At the same time, it is good to be alone sometimes, to just be in your own and have thoughts. Be alone with your thoughts is what I mean. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. Yeah, I guess I can agree with that. Sometimes I'll just think about some things that I could do, like maybe I could do this, and it's completely unrealistic and it's completely irrational, but whatever. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas rather than a detailed itinerary. Well, not really. Whenever I have to go a place, I'm always detailing it. Like where I need to go, when I need to do it. It's just a problem of explaining it. I'm sorry, I keep rubbing my nose. Sneezing a lot earlier. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it's taken place. I strongly agree with this. Because I say things before I think. Like in these videos all the time, I say things before I think. That's kind of why I stutter and stuff like that. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Yeah, I guess. I was reading something about like an empath and like the 13 things of an empath. And I think I related to 12 of them. I can't remember what the last one was that wasn't. People can rarely upset you. Well, although I don't show physical signs of like distress or anything, it's not rare that that happens. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. Yeah, I am an extrovert, but I don't really go out of my way to start a conversation or anything. If you have to temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Yeah, that kind of goes hand in hand with other things as well. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. Not really. I'm going to have to disagree with that. Sometimes I do think about it, like, oh, did I come across as rude? Was I not nice enough? Which I always think about. Like, I like to be. It feels good to me to be nice as possible to people that I like just met. But I was like, oh crap! Did I say something that sounded mean? Was I not nice enough? Which apparently I just never do. But it's something I worry about. Also, I'm saying this out of other people's perspective. I'm sorry, I keep rambling on these. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. Yeah, I've done that a lot of times, and sometimes I just get bored. I mean, I know I could just keep doing this, but there's other things I want to do other than just record videos. You are more of a detailed-oriented person than a big-picture person. Yeah, I guess so. I like to get the details of everything. You are very affectionate with people you care about. What does it mean by that? Does it mean like romance type or loving affection or physical showing of? I don't know. I guess we'll have to agree with this. You have a careful and methodical approach to life. Not really. It's just spontaneous. I'll just randomly think of something and say, oh, why don't I go with that? You are still bothered by the mistakes you made a long time ago. Yeah, we do learn from mistakes, but sometimes I do get bothered by them. At parties and similar events, you can mostly be found further away from the action. No, not really. Once I get that adrenaline rush going, it's party time! You often find it difficult to relate to people who let their emotions guide them. I'm going to have to strongly disagree, because that is basically me. When looking for a movie to watch, you can spend ages browsing the catalog. I rarely do watch movies, but whenever I do, and it's at home actually, yeah, that's me. You can stay calm under a lot of pressure. Sometimes. I mean, I don't like if I'm under a lot of pressure and it's around other people who are under pressure, I don't like to show physically that I'm under pressure or anything, as to not like distract them, because I was also looking up last night the I guess the factors of being a highly sensitive person, which apparently I am, I related to 25 or 26 out of 27 of the factors. One of them happens to be you not only can you see someone who has like a bad emotion or anything, you can physically feel it. And I was like, holy crap, that actually sounds like me, because whenever I see someone sad, it just bums my day out. I cannot have a better day after that. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. I guess. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastic. Yeah. I have lucid dreams all the time. Well, not all the time. I think it's very hard to have it all the time. But I've learned to control them, kind of. And they're wow. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. 100% disagree. And that's not me saying that to make myself look good. I just, no. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. Not really rarely. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. No, if I make a mistake, I was like, okay, what did I do wrong, and what can I do to make that better? Which sounds cliche, but it's actually what I do. When at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and mostly talk to the ones you know. As much as I don't want to admit it, yep, that's me. That's me. You lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. Unfortunately, that's me as well. You would never let You would never let yourself cry in front of others. No, I am gonna have to disagree with that. My emotions take over a lot more than my thinking. So you feel more drawn to places with a bustling and buzzy atmosphere than to more quiet and intimate ones. Well, yeah, as I'm recording this, I have to go to Seattle like tomorrow, and I've always liked like the city. Well, I wouldn't want to live in it because that's sensory overload for me, and it's like, no, I can't do that. But things like just how the city looks at night, and like if the lights are all turned off, and you can see like the stars that go up, or maybe if there were fireworks going on, and like I was looking at a low exposure picture, I think it was low exposure anyway. I can't remember the terms, and it just looks so cool. I actually used it in a thumbnail once, and it's kind of it's the wallpaper for it's the home lock screen for my phone. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. It should be in here. I think I just have it in downloads. Which I think I do. I'm getting messages from Korn. So that's nice. I cannot remember where I saved it because I don't have a normal gallery. Oh yeah. let me put it up. I guess I have to put it this way because it's horizontal. Go this way. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yep. Do you see that? Do you see that? You can see the reflection of the camera. But that's Rigby and the creepy doll, and then behind it was the cool picture. I went off on a tangent on that. I apologize so much. I have the habit of rambling. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world could look like in the future. Not really. I'm more focused on how we can help it, because our world is dying, because people keep littering and stuff and making the world not a good place for the next generation. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Yep, I can agree 100% with that. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. Is that supposed to be saying something about, like, other things? No, not really, because there's, like, I forget what it's called, but it's something like ghosts or anything. Well, I'm not interested in ghosts, really. But I'm going to have to disagree with that. That's all I can say. Usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. No. Because if I get revenge, it's going to make me look like the bad person. You often make decisions on a whim. Yeah, I can agree with that. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Oh, God. I mean, when I'm alone, I get creative. I try to think of videos I can record. But when I'm, like, with my friends and all, it's like, okay, let's do this thing. Oh, we're going here. Let's do this thing. So, I don't know. I don't want to answer this and look like a dirtbag, but I don't want to lie either. And I don't want to answer neutral. So I'm going to have to click that one. I'm sorry, okay? I know my friends, if you guys are watching, I'm sorry. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning of the message or of a song or a movie. No, not really. You always know exactly what you want. I wouldn't say always. Most of the time. I'd say like 92% of the time. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Not really. I think about them all the time. Especially with doing YouTubes. Like, man, I could have done this. I could have done that better. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Yeah, sometimes. Like, I guess if I'm like vlogging or anything. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Yeah, I agree with that. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Now, this is going to go back off on the I think it was the empath thing, where no, even if I wanted for some reason to have a hard time understanding other people's feelings, no, I get them all the time. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. I wish I were just joking around, but no, that's my curse. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions up front as possible. Yep. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Yeah, I agree with that. There's a bunch of people at school all the time that like somehow figure out about the channel. I do not know how. To this day, I don't know how, even though there's possibly an obvious answer. And it's like, oh, what do you do on your channel? And I'm like, well, if you're, or they'll ask all these questions. It's like, okay, you kind of think this much about me. When you think about it, I don't do much. I just play video. I have my hands in my pockets. I'm sorry. I just play video games in a bedroom and just shout at them and all, and just go ah! Like, I don't think that's anything amazing. Well, there were byproducts of that. I did learn how to do these other things that I know what to do, like how to edit. I don't really have the editing skills I did learn. I don't really use because these are just gaming videos. How to Photoshop, how to do all these certain things, how to take photography properly. But yeah, it's not really that much. I don't think high of myself. I don't think I'm all that much. I don't think I'm this big figure that I should ever be a thing highly of or set on a pedestal or celebrated or anything. But if it happens as a byproduct, then it just happens. That's life. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Not really, because it goes back to the thing where I'm not the person who goes out of the way to do that. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Yep. Sometimes, like, that's kind of also the reason why I lose sleep sometimes, because sometimes I'm not even, like, looking at the computer or anything, or just doing anything. I'll just sit staring at the wall and just think about things. And from the outside perspective, it kind of looks creepy because I'm just sitting there staring at a wall, and it's like, hello? You often look at yourself first, and others come in second. No, that's actually an objective I'm trying not to get. Others always come first for me. Others. I said others. Even when you have planned a particularly daily routine, you usually end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. Yeah, that's me. Your mood can change very quickly. Yep, those are mood swings, and I have those all the time. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I don't ever think about that. I just like, let's just go for it. Let's not really think about the meaning of life all that much. Let's just make it our meaning. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Sometimes, I guess. I don't really share them with people all that much. You've got detailed education or career development plans stretching several years into the future. Well, I had to. That was like one of the things we had to do in school. We had to do all that stuff. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Nope. Sometimes I dwell on them a lot. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with a lot of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of getaway. Sometimes, I guess. You see yourself as more as a realist than a visionary. No, not really. You find it easy to empathize with a person who has gone through something you never have. Yep, that's the thing of being an empath. Well, I guess I shouldn't rate myself that high, but yeah. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized and consistent efforts. Yes, by a long shot. Once again, I guess my work would be these videos. It's spontaneous all the time. Like, even if, okay, I gotta record this video, I'll just start recording a whole string of videos and a whole slew. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Once again, by a long shot. After a long and exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. Well, I did have a lot of exams this week, but I'm not sure a party is what I need. Like I said, I am going to Seattle, so I do not know if that's what I need. A fun party. Well, I guess. Because there was also one week and I was hanging out with my friends, and we went to this party, I guess you can call it. You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement could change everyday life. Yeah, as a tech person, I didn't really want to be a tech person. I wasn't all that interested in like tech doing everything for us, but yeah, sometimes. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Mostly, I guess. You still honor the commitments you made even if you had a change of heart. Yeah. You rarely feel insecure. Well, not rarely. Like, I guess I don't really think I have anything to be insecure about. Like, I'm a very open person. I'm a very outgoing person as well. I'm not sure I really have any insecurities. So, see results. I forgot that these were only 16 questions, and I spent a whole almost 20 minutes doing this. I don't know why. So, mind. This trait determines how we interact with our environment. I'm 51% extroverted. That's actually kind of surprising. I thought it'd be a lot higher because, like, literally. If I go to a party, screaming, dancing all the time, doing a whole bunch of stuff. Energy. This trait shows how we directly use how we direct our mental energy. Sorry, dyslexia. 53% observant and 47% intuitive. These are kind of even numbers, I guess. I swallowed a burp. That was weird. Nature. This trait determines how we make our decisions and cope with emotions. I'm 12% thinking and 88% feeling. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds like me, I guess. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decisions making. I'm 54% prospecting and 46% judging. Yeah, okay. Wait, judge how that's kind of, I don't know. This trait underpins all the others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. I'm 76% turbulent and 24% assertive. Okay. No, I don't want you to email me the results. I'm reading them right now. I can just look back at the video. Marilyn Monroe. I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes. I am out of control. And at times hard to handle, but if you can't handle me at my worst, then you surely don't deserve me at my best. Okay. I got the entertainer personality type, I guess. Entertainers get caught up in the excitement of the moment and want everyone else to feel that way too. Yeah, I guess. If I ever see, like, if my friends are like, okay, yep, this is pretty fun. It's like, yeah, have it off. And trying to get them involved. Like, if it's a conversation, I want everyone to be involved. I don't want it to just be a thing where I'm just going back and forth and there's this person who's not involved at all. I don't like that. I see that all the time. I see it a lot of the time, not all the time. And it's like, okay, I'm going to incorporate you in because you haven't got a chance to talk. It's like, gee, I want to give you a chance to talk. I don't want to ever be the spotlight of anything. I don't want anything to ever be about me because I feel like there are a lot bigger things out there than just me, I guess. No other personality type is as generous with their time and energy as entertainers when it comes to encouraging others, and no other personality type does it with such irresistible style. That's a nice way of putting it. Entertainers love the spotlight. I like how I was just saying I don't ever want to be a part of this. I don't want to ever be the center of the spotlight. And now it's saying this. And all the world's a stage. Many famous people with the entertainer personality type are indeed actors, but they love putting on a show for their friends too, chatting with a unique and earthy wit, soaking up attention and making every outing feel a bit like a party. Maybe I can agree with that. Maybe that is true. Oh crap, I right-clicked. Utterly social, entertainers enjoy the simplest things, and there's no greater joy for them than just having fun with a good group of friends. It's not just talk either. Entertainers have the strongest aesthetic sense of any personality type. Excuse me. From grooming and outfits to a well-appointed home, entertainers' personalities have an eye for fashion. Knowing what's attractive the moment they see it, entertainers aren't afraid to change their surroundings to reflect their personality style. Entertainers are naturally curious, exploring new designs and styles with ease. Putting that into a different context, I guess I can agree with that. Like, I guess we're going off of style if we're putting into the YouTube YouTube context. I keep saying that wrong. I try out different styles, like what I'm doing for a certain video, what type of style commentary I'm using for a certain video. Like if I'll use it for story games, like more calm and relaxed. If I'm using it for like a spontaneous and outgoing game, it's kind of loud and spontaneous, kind of monotonous at some points, and I guess more flair, I guess, is a way of putting it. I don't know. After reading some of this, I guess there is a thing I can agree with, and this is just a very specific thing. It's the ability to say no. That should be the title of this video. The ability to say no. Because, not like no to drugs or anything, like PSA, no to drugs. Please don't do drugs. But, more or less like, I guess no to like certain things that, like, so other people want me to do. Like, hey, do you want to go here? Hey, do you want to go here? It's like, that kind of happens every weekend. If I'm putting it into a real perspective, it's like, hey, you want to do this thing? Hey, you want to go over here? It's like, yeah, sure, yeah. Hey, do you want to do this thing really quick? Yeah. And reading it somewhere, it apparently just kind of puts my own other luxuries at risk just because I'm trying to please that other person and don't let them down, which I guess is true. I don't really like, I can't get into the habit of saying no. I don't know why. I really should say no at things. Because like I said, it happens every weekend. It's like, okay, I guess I'm not doing that thing for myself. I'll just go to this thing. It's like, I know. There's like, you don't have to go if you don't want to. It's like, yeah, sure. I don't know why. Even if it's okay to say no at those points, I don't know why I find myself saying yes all the time, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's a problem. To me, it's kind of a problem because, like I said, I say yes to everything. So sometimes I don't get to do some of the things that I want to do because I say yes to other things. But I don't know. I guess that's me. I guess that's how I am. I guess that's how I'm wired. And, my genetics just want me to say yes all the time instead of no. That is to like actions and doing things, not to like, hey, do you want to jump off this bridge? Not to things like that. Obviously, I'm going to say no. Our premier profiles provide a roadmap towards a happier, more successful, and more versatile you. They are not for everyone, though. You will need to be willing and be able to challenge yourself to go beyond the obvious, to imagine and follow your own path instead of just going with the flow. If you want to take the reins into your own hands, we are willing to help you. Aw, they got an academy and everything. Okay, I think that's the end of this video. I think I found my personality. I did not expect to spend about half an hour doing this. I don't know why. It's just 16 questions and then a conclusion. That's all it is. But I guess because of all the tangents I went into, then it just made it longer. But I think I'm just going to end this video here. I guess that's it. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed more, please subscribe to watch this video first by me. Don't waste your chance to garden rain today. Like up pro for more gaming videos. Have an amazing day. Goodbye. See you later. How can you unlock your true exponential potential? Exponential potential, exponential potential, exponential potential, exponential potential.